know what? Forget about TikTok. Whatever. What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? What's up, Haley? I actually just noticed that little purple crown by your name. Wow, look at you go. How are you though? Anything exciting happened today? Dominique's number two, Sarah's three. Wow, look at you guys go. We gotta lock in, villainesses. Lock in. We're here. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Just gonna go on a little bit of neighborhood walk, get the cardio and get the steps in. But I want to ask you guys a question. First and foremost, how's audio? Is audio coming in good? I always need to ask you guys. I find myself. You're out walking too, Sarah. That's awesome. Audio is good. Okay. So, anyways, I want to ask you guys. Have any of you guys tried? I think they're called shirataki rice. I saw a little reel on Instagram saying that 1/2 cup is about only 9 calories. So I think after my cardio, I might take a trip down to Walmart because I think Walmart might have it and pick up some shirataki rice. Let me flip the camera around. You guys can see me. Hi, Lucille. How are you? Yeah, it's called shirataki rice. So quickly go like search it up. I don't even know what it's really made out of, to be honest with you. But it's supposed to be way better than just like regular rice, right? In terms of like calories. Apparently, it has no gluten, no carbs, no sugar. So um and it's super, super low in calories. So if that's something, that you guys need, if anyone's watching their calories, I'm always watching my calories. Yesterday, I kind of pigged out on fruit, um, but it's okay. I had a bunch of cherries, some cantaloupe, some watermelon, strawberries. I ate so much until like I was just so incredibly bloated. But the wonderful thing about fruits are, like it just goes right through you. It goes like as soon as it goes in, it goes out. Like you either pee it out or whatever. It doesn't just like sit in you, right? So that's the wonderful thing about fruits. Fruits, more or less, I don't want to say you could eat as much as you want because you can't really eat as like anything as much as you want, right? Even if it is healthy. But fruits are one of those things my body really reacts to it in a good way, I would say. But yeah, let me know if anyone in chat has tried shirataki rice, because I am genuinely curious about that rice and I would like to get myself some, but I don't know if it's gonna taste like rice or it's gonna taste like some weird alternative, if that makes sense, right? Yes, I think it goes by the name konjac rice too. Yes. I sometimes even go and just get the frozen fruits like in the bags at like your like grocery stores. I don't always get fresh fruits. Watermelon. Oh, you can't beat watermelon. I know. I don't even know what konjac is. Oh, it's a root vegetable native to Southeast Asia. It has great health benefits. Yeah, I'm gonna go probably buy some today, and I'm gonna make myself maybe a plate. I mean, it's like so low in calories, so I can probably even have like two like full plates, right? But but I'm gonna go make it. I'm gonna let all of the girls in the Patreon group chat know how it tastes. So if it tastes like garbage, I'll let you guys know. But then again, I'm so hungry every single day. Like just about any food to me tastes delicious. It's good for keto, yeah. It's apparently it's like zero carbs. I wouldn't say I'm like uh 100% against carbohydrates. Just yesterday I went to this place. It's called Lift Me Up Bakery. Not sure if there's anyone in Edmonton in chat, but if you guys have heard of Lift Me Up Bakery, oh my god, the cinnamon buns there are to die for. And if you guys know, I love baked goods. I like pies, I like muffins, I like cinnamon buns. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the like the glutinous baked goods. Those are my absolute favorite. I agree with Trish. Listen to Trish, you guys. Trish is one very intelligent lady. If you're not in the Patreon group chat, you should be. It is literally probably like the best thing I'm a part of is that group chat. I've been a part of a number of group chats, but the Patreon group chat is mwah, magnificent. Yes, I agree. Trish is something else. I created it, but you guys make it what it is. I'll never take credit for that group chat. You guys keep it alive. You guys keep it running. You guys make it to what it is. I just was very, very fortunate and privileged enough to play a very small part in, you know, making it like planting the seeds and the initial beginning steps, if that makes sense. But you guys definitely run that group chat. You brought us together. Well, like I said, I'm just very happy and just very privileged to be a part of that group chat with all you ladies. I don't know if you guys watched my story earlier where I was in the car. It was so incredibly humid. Like it was like you just go outside and you just feel the moisture in the air just hit your face and your body and you just sweat. And it's not necessarily even that you're sweating, it's just there's so much hot moisture in the air, if that makes sense. But it's not too bad now. It definitely cooled down just a little. No, I'm definitely happy that we're all together in that group chat. Like I said, the more wonderful people we can get in that group chat and really keep expanding and building our community, it's just gonna be better for all of us, right? Who knows the opportunities that are gonna open up, right? And who knows the amount of people we can help. The more people I can help, the more people that we could bring together and build something beautiful out of it. I'm definitely gonna be happy for it. I'll tell you that. What happened after work, Sabrina? You were Oh, never mind. Sorry, I read that wrong. I thought you said you got humbled after work. I'm like, geez, what happened? Someone need to get reported and blocked. Uh-oh. For the most part, every single time I stream, we really don't have a whole lot of toxic people in chat. It's been pretty smooth. Like pretty much all the streams that I've done, we've had to maybe block maybe one, maybe two, at the very most, maybe three people a stream, but not too many. Who needs to go? Stankam has to go? Well, we'll give him a warning. I don't know what he said, but if, um if Shakam's in chat, if you're still in chat, watch what you're saying, man. This is your, first and only warning. How are you, Franny? Good to see you. Okay, he's being rude, okay. Well, I like to give everyone at least one warning, a heads up. If he does something disrespectful again, I'll block him. Don't worry, guys. Unless it's like something right off the get-go, it's like if it's something really, really bad, then it'll just be like an instant block. But if it's like they're just being a smart ass or just saying some stupid stuff, then like I try to be fair and give them at least one warning. But it definitely depends. Depends on the severity of what they're saying. I'm from Canada, Alberta. No, I went to just my regular gym, Franny. I did not go to that gym. That gym is located pretty much like kind of west slash south of where I live. So I would say it's maybe like a 30-minute drive. So you know what I mean? And the gym that I go to is not really that far from my house. So it's not really ideal for me to make a 30-minute drive just to go to a gym. Like I always advocate for, just get your exercise wherever you can get it in. You don't need to go to a fancy gym. You don't need to go lift crazy heavy weights. And I don't always go to the gym, you guys. Sometimes if I'm really busy, I got a little yoga mat. I'll just roll it out in my living room or my bedroom, and I'll just do some push-ups, some crunches, and call it a day. So yeah, I'm actually super excited to try that rice. I really hope it's good. But to be honest with you guys, I think regardless if it's actually good or not, I think like subconsciously I'm gonna think it's good just because I'm so hungry, right? So I think I've gotten to a point where I've gotten so comfortable with fasting for 24 hours a day where like I've made some questionable dishes, just to experiment because I eat once a day. So like eating for me is almost like a very special time of day, right? Because that only happens once every 24 hours when I eat. So regardless of what I make, I think like I said, because I'm so hungry, um, it's just gonna taste delicious regardless, right? Yes, Sabrina, I am always looking for healthier alternatives to things. Like I make my own healthier donuts. I make my own healthier cakes. I make my own healthier pizzas. I don't know if you guys know, but you can make a really delicious pizza crust with cauliflower. You could even make it out of broccoli. You could even make it out of egg whites, and you could even make it out of ground chicken or ground turkey. Because the majority of the calories that come from pizza, unfortunately, it is the bread and it is all that oil, right? So, but yeah, I am always making healthier alternatives to pretty much everything. But sometimes, like I've said in the past, I do treat myself, and I don't live like, I'm some sort of machine or robot. So I do treat myself sometimes. But if I can stay locked in and disciplined for 90, 95% of the time, and that odd 5% of the time I go out to a restaurant or go out and get like a baked good or a dessert, I'm happy. And on top of that, I don't really like usually let the scale judge me. I know a lot of people are so concerned about numbers on a scale. But yeah, the scale, once you like really start dialing in your diet and cardio and stuff, the scale will get to a point where it's really probably not your best friend. At that, like you'll get to a body fat percentage where you will look amazing. You'll pretty much achieve your dream body. And then at that point, you just let the mirror judge you, not so much the scale, because when you're really lean, the slightest thing can change your weight drastically, but that doesn't necessarily mean you've gotten fat, you know what I mean? So, you love veggies, but you hated them as a kid. Flex the bicep. There. I hope you're happy. Yeah, it's pretty much like a well, it's not really cauliflower like crust, but it's like where you would use like bread, like the whole pizza's pretty much made out of cauliflower, and then you could also add your regular toppings, right? You could add your whatever ground beef or low calorie pizza sauce and all that stuff. I look handsome all the time, Franny. You're amazing, my girl. Thank you. Thank you, Steam. I don't really train the arms all that much. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys in the past. Skim milk mozzarella, yeah, I heard that's good. But when it comes to milk, I don't. I've completely stopped consuming like regular milk, like cow's milk. The only quote unquote milk I consume nowadays is this high protein almond cashew milk. I'm not sure if you guys will have it at your local grocery stores, but look out for it. It's like a blend of almonds and cashews, and it's high protein. So wherever you would use just regular milk, substitute it for that. I promise you, it'll change your life. Because regular milk, it's a lot of calories, not a whole lot of protein, and a lot of fat. But the almond and cashew milk, right? It's high protein, low calories, and yeah, you get all the benefits of the almonds and cashews also, right? You don't drink milk, Chrissy? Yeah, I stopped drinking milk. I want to say it's been like a year. Okay, well, when I say I don't drink milk, I mean like milk you get in jugs, right? Like I'll still eat stuff like cheese, right? I'll have cheese. A really popular Indian dish that I absolutely love, um, butter chicken. I'm pretty sure that has maybe some milk in it, but directly I won't actually like go out of my way to buy milk if that makes sense. Oh wow, it's been 10 years, Chrissy. Good for you. What's up, Tracy? Good to see you in chat. Butter chicken is so good. Honestly, I love Indian food. You know, like there's those memes on Instagram. I don't know if you guys know, but those Indian street foods. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Where like there's those videos of those guys in India and they're like literally like just it's the most nastiest way that they're like making the food and everyone in the comments is like bashing Indian food and like Indian culture. But where I'm from, the Indian food guys, 10 out of 10. Amazing. Morgan's leaving? Okay. All right, Morgan. Well, I hope you enjoyed your dinner. I hope you have a wonderful time and thank you for stopping by. Lemon pepper chicken and butter. I love lemon pepper Chicken wings. I don't know if you guys have had lemon pepper chicken wings. Like, there's two kinds of lemon pepper. Oh, wow, look at that. A bike. Would you look at that? It's an Aprilia too. Maybe I should run back home and bring out my Aprilia, huh? You guys? What do you guys think? I go catch up to them and race them. Yeah, there's the cheaper way of people they make lemon pepper wings, and then there's like the more like bougie way. If you guys have the bougie way of lemon pepper wings, like there's a fake way and then there's a real way. And trust me, when you have real lemon pepper wings, you'll know what's the real way. I'd win. Yes, wings are good. Wings, the thing about wings that makes wings such like considered like junk food is because they're deep fried. But you guys can make some really like, healthy chicken wings. Just literally air fry them or bake them. I don't eat anything like deep fried. Like I sometimes have fries for dinner. I just literally like slice up a potato and put it in the oven. Like there's a lot of deep fried foods like you guys can still eat, you guys can still make, just don't deep fry it. And when it comes to oil, I use just cooking spray. I don't really buy like oil, like tubs of oil. Yeah, air fry is definitely the way to go. You guys remember, I want to say like 10 or 15 years ago, I don't think there was even a such thing as an air fryer, right? Air fryers, if you actually think about it, air fryers are still like kind of new, right? Or or is that just me? Were air fryers around like 10, 15 years ago? Yeah, baking is so much better. Seed oils, yeah, I hear a lot of negative stuff about seed oils too. Yeah, I thought that was like just me. Yeah, air fryers are like relatively new if you think about it. Air fryers are a game changer, I know. Yeah, no, but when it comes to making food, like like I said, I still have the cakes and stuff. You just sometimes have to make healthy alternatives. And when it comes to sugar, get monk fruit. It's called monk fruit sweetener. Again, yeah, you can find it. I'm pretty sure like all your grocery stores. Hey, hey, how are you? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm just live streaming. Are you guys just scootering around? Nice, man. Nice. Did you just fall or something? Go on your bike? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, it was good seeing you. All right, guys. Have fun. Um, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. What was I saying, guys? I was saying something. Air fryer. No, I was talking about monk fruit. That's right. I was talking about monk fruit. Monk fruit sweetener. You can find it just about anywhere. It's pretty much like Splenda, um, or stevia. Stevia, Splenda, same thing, but it tastes like actual white sugar that you would get from the store, right? So if you guys can, look out for monk fruit. Monk fruit is definitely the way to go. Oh, making banana bread is so good. I love making banana bread. Fruit or honey, yeah, raw honey. The only thing is raw honey could be a little pricey. Um, Sugar versus other sweeteners. Yeah, just stick to Splenda or stevia or monk fruit, guys. When it comes to like sweetening up your cakes, or or anything like that, or making muffins. You don't really need to just use regular. Monk fruit is better than most. Yes, I agree. I've tried stevia, and stevia is good too. Stevia is not bad. But the thing with stevia is you can tell it's not like sugar, right? But monk fruit genuinely tastes like just regular sugar that you would get from the store, like that, like that lab grown stuff. So what's up, LR? Shout out to LR, you guys. They finally made it. Yeah, and also shout out to monk fruit. Maybe monk fruit will sponsor me, and everywhere I walk, I'll just get like a tablespoon of monk fruit and just take monk fruit, little tablespoons, little shots of monk fruit wherever I go. I'll be a monk fruit advocate. Fake sugar is not my fave. Yeah, try monk fruit though. Monk fruit is probably the closest you're gonna get to the regular sugar that you would buy. Yes, Franny. Pretty sure we spoke about this before. Get monk fruit. Go to your local grocery store and just look everywhere for it. Sometimes it can be tricky finding it, but if you guys can find it, it's a game changer too. Yeah, give it a try. Trust me, once you try monk fruit, and if you like it, I'm not sure 100% if you're gonna like it, but to me, it tastes just like regular sugar. Once you get it, like I don't buy regular sugar. I don't buy I another thing I don't buy is maple syrup in my house. I only buy the zero sugar, zero calorie maple syrup. So there are definitely ways of still getting in your favorite foods, but just slight alternatives, guys. You just have to be a little mindful and you just have to look a little. Dieting and being healthy and being in shape doesn't always have to be miserable. Now, if you diet like me, you might be just a tad bit miserable. Don't fast for 24 hours. I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone unless you really know your body in and out. Well, I mean, like I don't know my body in and out, but I'm comfortable enough with my body to know how it will react, right? And if some of you guys have certain health problems or you guys need to take meds at a certain time or have dinner with your medication, then fasting for 24 hours probably isn't ideal for you. You see what I mean? So I wouldn't recommend fasting for 24 hours unless you really know what you're doing. And when I fast, I still drink fluids. So like I'll still drink water throughout the day. But right now, I don't got no water. Nice, Steam. Yeah, sugar, and I would say you guys would probably find this mind blowing. Probably gonna start heading back actually. You guys are probably gonna find this mind blowing, but caffeine, a lot of caffeine in your diet's not good too. Caffeine's a stimulant, you guys. It literally changes the chemicals in your brain and your body. It makes you it in small doses once in a while, it can work wonders. But like any substance, like any stimulant, and even recreational drugs, those are stimulants, right? Not gonna name any drugs on stream, but your recreational drugs, right? Like drug addicts use, those are stimulants too. And caffeine, you guys, caffeine might not be as harmful as the recreational drugs some people take, but caffeine is just as strong, if not even stronger than those drugs. So that's what I mean. Caffeine is a very powerful compound. And if you guys don't believe me how powerful caffeine is, anyone in chat who works, a 9 to 5 or gets up early in the morning or whatever, but pretty much if you drink your daily cup of coffee or your morning coffee or you have maybe 2 or 3 cups of coffee throughout the day, I encourage you to stop that for 1 week and tell me how you feel. I promise you, you will have the same withdrawal symptoms as someone who does recreational drugs. You guys will feel like absolute garbage once you stop the caffeine. And that's what I mean. Caffeine is so incredibly potent, it is so incredibly powerful that I don't think anyone should be having their morning coffee, in my humble opinion. But yeah, you guys are probably still gonna do what you guys feel comfortable with. But I'll be the first to admit it. I sometimes take caffeine, but not in the form of a coffee. I get these caffeine pills at my local supplement store. And if I know I'm gonna really push myself in the gym really hard, or I'm going for a personal record on a certain lift, then I'll probably pop 1 or 2 caffeine pills, which is it contains more caffeine than your average cup of coffee. So when I take caffeine, it's maybe I'll take it once a month, maybe a couple times a month on those really, really heavy days at the gym. But stimulants, I don't do stimulants. I don't drink coffee. I don't uh, drink energy drinks. I don't think anyone should be consuming that stuff. I know I kind of went on a tangent, but let me go read what your guys' comments are because I know there's going to be some die-hard caffeine defenders, coffee defenders. So that's okay. If that's what you're comfortable with, if that's what gets you through the day, God bless you and continue what you're doing. To build up. Yeah, it's something you'd have to build up to. Yeah. Okay, Tracy doesn't do caffeine. Wow, that's blasphemy. No coffee or sodas. Yeah, I don't drink no sodas or pop or Pepsi or Coca-Cola or any of that stuff. I don't even do the diet stuff. I don't do none of that stuff. You cut out soda. Yeah, that's good steam. Yeah, well, that's Tracy. That's just my point I made, right? That's a withdrawal symptom when you don't get a stimulant and you get a headache. That's one of the withdrawal symptoms. Well, let me just stop here and read some of your guys' comments. Yeah, if you're a consistent coffee drinker or you take a lot of stimulants, once you stop, guys, it's probably gonna feel like absolute garbage. And I hate to say it, you guys probably are gonna be the crankiest people ever. But once your body gets used to not having stimulants, you're gonna be way better off. You're gonna be healthier. You're just gonna have more natural energy. You're not gonna need energy from a stimulant no more. Me, I'm working pretty much 10-hour days, guys, and the only thing in my veins is just water, and I fast for 24 hours a day, right? So, water is your best friend. A lot of people think they have a lot of health issues, but the fact of the matter is you're just dehydrated a little. Drink water. You only drink 1 cup a day, Lucille? Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's all you need, Tracy. Water, some homemade lemonade. There you go. You guys are roasting me because I didn't bring my water. What's up, Tiger Shark? Water's the way to go, guys. I'm telling you. A lot of people think they have certain deficiencies or low iron, low this, that, or the other. But the reality of it is they just might be a little dehydrated. And the beauty of getting down to a weight where you're comfortable and you feel healthy is your body literally speaks to you. Like my body will let me know when it's hungry, it'll let me know when it's thirsty, you know what I mean? When and don't get it twisted. I don't look shredded and lean with an 8 pack popping out all year long, right? Like sometimes I do like to get a little bulkier and sometimes I like to, enjoy my life, right? Because when you're really lean and you're a really severe caloric deficit like me, life isn't too enjoyable, right? Because you don't get to enjoy the finer things in life, like food, for instance. But when I'm a little more bulky, guys, and I'm a little heavier, it's the body has a difficult time communicating with you because you're consuming so many calories, and it's just to put it in a layman's term, it's just not natural. The body is not meant to consume calories throughout the day. You would be absolutely amazed how much the body can take and how much energy, reserved energy, you truly have, even on an empty stomach. Like I go to the gym, empty stomach always. Cardio, empty stomach always. Talking to you guys right now, empty stomach, right? And I still go to the gym. I still outlift a lot of the other men like at my gym on an empty stomach and barely getting even 2,000 calories a day. So that alone should tell you that you don't really need to be consuming too many calories. Like it's gonna feel shitty for quite some time. I know it is because I've been heavy, I've been light. I can control my weight pretty well. Like I can bulk up and get a bit heavier. I can shred down, get a little leaner. But the fact of the matter is, you don't really need to be consuming a whole lot of calories to have energy. The body is a wonderfully amazing mechanism. So don't ever think, "Oh, I didn't have breakfast, I'm not gonna have energy." A lot of it is truly mental. Like, it's all in your head. Like, if you tell yourself you're not gonna have energy, you break yourself down a little, chances are you probably aren't gonna have a whole lot of energy. So, yeah, electrolyte tablets, okay. Potatoes, oh my god, Steve. I love anything potatoes. I don't care what anyone says. I think if there's one food on earth that is probably the most versatile food that you could make probably maybe like 20 different dishes out of one item, it's probably potatoes. Does anyone like argue with that? Aren't potatoes like the most versatile food ever? Like you could genuinely make so many things with potatoes. Like if you have a sack of potatoes, you can make so many different items with it. So yes, I agree. Potatoes are my weakness too. Hey Sabrina. You have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping by, and hopefully we get to see you again real soon. I'm not sure how everyone else is doing 100%, but I'm just doing my neighborhood walk, Kayla. Nothing too fancy. Just trying to get the steps in, like usual. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, they can even be using desserts. Bread, yes. There's low calorie breads you can buy at the store too. Like I bought this bread. It was 40 calories per slice. That is absolutely incredible, you guys. 40 calories per slice. Like your regular bread, I think it's like what, 250 calories, maybe even sometimes 300 calories per slice. So 40 calories per slice. I'm sure you can find it at Walmart too. I'm sure most of you guys, where you guys live, you guys have a local Walmart. But yeah, go visit there, and they'll usually have it in the fridge sections. They're not gonna have those kind of breads, like those healthier, low-calorie breads, just out in the open. Go to your fridge sections and look for the low-calorie breads. Like, some of them will be 80 calories per slice. Some will be 50, but the one I get is 40 calories per slice. But sometimes they'll change up the wording. So they'll say something like 80 calories per two slices, right? Which is still going to be the same equivalent. So keep an eye out, guys. Make a good health choices. And yeah, bread is my weakness too. But baked goods are definitely my biggest weakness. I love pumpkin pie. Oh my god, some pumpkin pie. Or like apple crumble pie. I don't know if you guys had apple crumble pie. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm just getting myself hungry right now. But I got like 4 chicken breasts at home waiting for me. I season them up. I let them lather up in some sauce, so it's been sitting in the fridge all day. So I probably should go make that instead of going out and buying a big pie for myself. And yes, I eat a whole pie to myself. I've eaten 2 pies, 2, like, big pies, like, 2, like, 8-inch pies. Like, I've eaten 2 8-inch pies by myself. When I eat, guys, I can eat. Oh, I love sweet potatoes. Cinnamon rolls. Oh, Trish, you are definitely gonna have to make me some cinnamon rolls and walk and chat. Well, it's kinda freaky at the same time because, like, I kinda hold the camera down here, but I should probably hold it a little higher, right? Just so I can see if someone's coming up from behind me. So you make some apple pie on a cast iron skillet? Ooh, that does sound nice. Okay, Mickey. Well, thank you for stopping by. We all appreciate you. And are you having okay, you're having a shower? Well, I hope you enjoy your shower. I hope we see you again. It's just eating food, honestly, it all comes down to the calories, right? Because certain foods, like a big bowl of salad, you can have a massive bowl of salad for little to no calories, right? Or you could have a few slices of chocolate cake, right? That won't necessarily get you full. It won't really satiate that hunger. And it has, sometimes double to triple the calories of a bowl of salad, right? But one of the most calorically dense foods, you guys, is probably olive oil. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, last time I checked, 1 tablespoon of olive oil has like 200 calories. A tablespoon, you guys. I think that's 200 or 250 calories, something like that. Don't quote me on it, but I know for a fact olive oil is really calorically dense. And I know a lot of people think, oh, I'll just use olive oil. It's a healthier alternative, blah, blah, blah. That may be the case, but if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to cut back on the calories, you're trying to watch the diet, spamming olive oil in all your cooking is probably not a good idea. Just literally buy some uh, 0 calorie uh, cooking oil spray. That's all you guys need. So yeah, that was me. I mentioned chocolate cake. Growing up as a kid, you guys, um, uh, my parents are like old fashioned. They're immigrants, right? So they don't really know what dieting or eating healthy is. All they know is work hard, provide for your family, make sure the bills are paid, and make sure everyone's bellies are full, right? So when my siblings and I, when we were very, very young, my parents used to buy us pretty much any food we wanted. There wasn't any of this, oh, chocolate's gonna rot your teeth, chips aren't good for you, you shouldn't have pop. We were able to eat anything we wanted. If I wanted as much chocolate as I wanted, my parents would buy it for me. They would buy whole 2 liters of Pepsis, Cokes, Orange Crushes, bags of chips, because they didn't really know what healthy and unhealthy foods were. They came from a time where just eating alone was like a privilege, right? Let alone knowing what healthy and like unhealthy foods are, right? So they gave us pretty much whatever foods we wanted. And now that I'm an adult, I think one of the biggest things that I'm not really like big on is chocolate because I've had it so much as a kid. And I've had so much like chips as a kid too, and pop, right? So now that I'm an adult, I'm very mindful of what I consume because I've probably consumed unhealthy foods as a kid, enough for like a lifetime. Oh my God, red velvet cake, Franny. You guys are really making me hungry. I'm about to go to the store and just buy cake and say to hell with the diet. Forget about the abs. I think if I got rid of the abs, I think one of the girls would make a petition to for our one villain to get abs again. Use mayo to make chocolate cake moist? Really? Wow. I I've never heard of that. Our middle name is Butter. Well, I try. I try to look despite me eating very unhealthy as a child. But to combat that, I was always very active too. So it wasn't just, my parents filling me up with all sorts of junk food. I was extremely active, and I still am. I don't think there's ever been a point in my life where I've looked back and I've caught myself saying, "Oh wow, I looked really good back then." Not so much now. Every single year, I catch myself saying, "Wow, right now I look my best. Right now I feel my healthiest." I think I recognize that voice. Whose voice is that? Joel? It's like, sorry, one of my friends is calling me. I hear his voice, but I can't see him. Are you gonna come out and say hi to me or what? How are you, big man? How's things? I'm just going for a neighborhood walk and streaming. I'm just going for a little neighborhood walk, doing a bit of cardio and streaming. What about you? Yeah, I just went all the way down to Brittenell and now I'm gonna head back home. Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, yeah. Okay, brother. Love you. Okay, see you. One of my good friends. My abs are perfect, really. I don't know if they're perfect, but I don't even know if it's good lighting to show you guys the abs, but I guess you guys could see it a little. Yeah, like I said, it's not really the best of lighting for the abs, but there's abs for you. A good amount of uh looking really big in a picture or, your muscles really popping out. A good amount of it is knowing the angles, knowing your lighting, and yeah, Like there's certain times where like maybe like my bathroom at my house or like a certain gyms, maybe there's like a couple gyms that have really good lighting. And when you're underneath that lighting, you look even more shredded than you really are. And like the muscles just pop out a little more. But the number one thing that makes me look a little bigger than I really am sometimes is if the night before I have a high carb meal. So today, I don't think I'm going to be consuming a whole lot of carbs. So with that being said, tomorrow the muscles are going to look a little more flat, a little more depleted of the sugars and the water. So my muscles aren't really going to hold on to a whole lot of water. That's why it's going to be looking a little flatter. But say, for instance, if tonight I consumed a bunch of potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, whatever, some bread the next morning, and if I consumed a lot of water too, on top of that, because in order for your muscles to look full, you need the carb and you need the water, right? Because carbs are what hold the water in your muscles. But anyways, yeah, if I had a high carb meal before bed and in the morning, I would look a little more full. My muscles would look a little more round. But if there's no carbs, then the muscles are going to look a little more flat. You just need to know the angles, guys. You need to know the angles. You guys need to know certain lighting. You guys need to know how to flex the muscles properly to really make them pop out. You can make pies, Franny? Oh my god. Now I have to come see you. Aw, Tracy. My smile is better than my abs. Well, that just means I need to work on my abs a little more then, don't I? Thank you, guys. I love to smile, and you guys make me smile more than anything. Yeah, I have there's actually quite a lot of photos, on my phone that I haven't really showed you guys, that I haven't really uploaded. Tomorrow, you guys can expect, a little bit of a photo dump. So I'm probably gonna be uploading like in just one post, it's gonna be one of those posts where you guys can scroll through it. It's gonna be a bunch of photos. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give you guys some photos for tomorrow. And then on top of that, I have the photos that one of our wonderful members inside the Patreon group chat made of the villainesses and me. So I still have to upload those. I still have to get through quite a lot. I know I'm kind of behind, but it's okay. We will upload them. And yeah. What's up, Joel? How are you, big man? It was good to see you, man. It was honestly a pleasure seeing you. Yeah, for the pictures, I still have to go do a tiny bit of editing, but I think you guys are really gonna enjoy the pictures. I'm gonna edit them and I'm gonna make them into well, I don't want to give away too much information, obviously. I want it to be kind of a surprise, but I'm gonna make the pictures nice for you guys, I promise. I have an infectious smile. Love you, my girl. Thank you for saying that. When you surround yourself with good people, such as yourselves, when I have you guys in my life, I just tend to be happier and smile more. It's as simple as that. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, my girl. I also love to bake. I don't know if I'm really good at it, but I do bake. I do cook. I do my own cooking. Um, yeah, baking is actually fun. The good thing about baking is I like to add a lot of fruits in my bakings and my cakes. Like I mentioned earlier, I love to make banana bread, and I don't really just make banana bread just plain flour and bananas and whatever. I like to sometimes even add dates inside the banana bread. Sometimes I'll even add almond, walnuts. I'll add a whole sort of nuts in there. Drizzle honey in there too, mix up the batter. So when I make my cakes or banana bread and all that stuff, I try not to make it too plain. Yes, we could definitely share some recipes in the group chat, guys. I have a couple written down on my notes. And oh, protein pancakes. I should probably just make a video how to make my famous protein pancakes. Guys, you guys are gonna fall in love with these protein pancakes. The macros are insane. It's like, I don't know, it's like 50 or 60 grams of protein. Calories aren't too bad, but the main thing about them is they're healthy. They're only made up of whole foods. And the most important one, they are scrumptious. So damn delicious. I love pancakes too. Hummingbird cake is good. Oh, I've never had that. That does sound good. Just turn our R1 villain into a cooking channel. Just cook all sorts of healthy alternatives for you guys. And then next thing you know, everyone in the group chat's gonna have like shredded abs. Is that what you guys want? Yes, protein pancakes. So instead of using regular all-purpose flour or pancake flour or batter, whatever you want to call it, I use protein powder. I use vanilla protein powder. You could realistically use any protein powder you like, but when it comes to protein powders, I don't really take a whole lot of supplements, let alone protein powders. But I keep the protein powder specifically just for the purpose of using it whenever I bake because I never use all-purpose flour. So whenever a recipe requires me to use flour, I'll use protein powder in replacement. Because protein powder, well, it depends which ones you get. There's all sorts of protein powders. They're obviously high in protein and pretty low in calories. Protein muffins, are? Oh my god, that sounds absolutely amazing. Live streaming you baking? I think that would be fun, yes. Yeah, most of the stuff I make is whole foods and not that many ingredients. Like if you could make even your own breads at home, right? With a little bit of powdered milk and egg whites. I don't know if you guys know that, but like if you see a lot of the store-bought items, and if you just check the back of the packaging, there's at least 50% of those ingredients none of us know how to pronounce, guys. So if we don't know how to pronounce some of these ingredients, why are we consuming them, right? It's like, why do those chemicals need to be in something as simple as bread? Bread, realistically, you just need like what? Like two or three ingredients to make bread, not 10 plus ingredients. Oh my God, Lucille, you are definitely making me hungry. You know what? I worked hard today. I got my steps in. I went to the gym. You know what? I should just go to the store and just get a big old cake, maybe a couple pies, some muffins, and just call it a night. I wish I could do that. You guys have no clue how much I wish I could just do that. You're soft and squishy for this food conversation, Haley? Why is that? Oh, trust me, I do treat myself. Today is just not that day, though, Chrissy. I cannot do today. But what I do want to do actually, you guys, is how would you guys like a buffet stream? So there's this one Indian restaurant. As many of you guys know, I love Indian food. It's my favorite food on the planet. But there's this one Indian restaurant I go to, and it is incredible food. Like I sometimes get two, maybe sometimes even three plates of food. And then I also go get their desserts. So if you guys would like a buffet stream, let me know in chat because I think that'd be really fun. I don't know who would come with me. I just go in there by myself and be like, just one buffet for me, please. I think the people would be looking at me like, is your friend coming with you? Do you have a wife or a girlfriend? Like, nope, just one buffet for one person, please. But I have all of the, so it's okay. That would be fun, right, Tracy and Chrissy? That would be fun. You ever been to an Indian restaurant before? Oh my God. It's either you're gonna like it or you're not gonna like it. I don't think I've ever met anyone who's like kind of in between when it comes to Indian food. Usually people either really like it or they really don't like it. You only know butter chicken. Oh, it's so delicious, butter chicken. But there's a whole lot of other Indian dishes that you haven't tried, Haley, that I'm sure you'll fall in love with. Never had Indian food, Melinda? Try it. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do for you guys real soon is go to a Indian buffet and take you guys to one of my, well, not one, but pretty much my favorite restaurant in my entire city. It's called New Asian Village. I don't know when I'm gonna go specifically, when that stream is gonna be, but that's something I do want to do. And for some of you guys who have maybe a food fetish, you guys can enjoy me shoveling food down my throat. You're part Japanese, you love to try different foods. Same. I love to try all sorts of foods. But yeah, Indian food is definitely on the top of my list. First time Indian food, go to a buffet steam maker. Go to a buffet because Indian food is one of those kind of foods, like I said, you're either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it. So with that being said, if you go to an Indian restaurant and you get maybe a dish or an item on the menu that you may not like, well, that's gonna be unfortunate. You just wasted your money, right? But now if you go to a buffet, there's gonna be a whole sorts of a big selection, right? So you can try different foods, and then you could kind of get an understanding of what Indian dishes you like and you don't like. So go to a Indian buffet if I were you. I only want gravy around. That's actually so hilarious, Haley. And, also they like crawfish and, seafood, boils, right? They also like those. I love Mexican food too, yes. Sushi, I never got into sushi. Is everything spicy? Not everything, Melinda. You just need to know what you're getting. So some things aren't spicy, I promise. But they are heavily spiced, like, not in terms of, like, temperature, like, "Oh, my tongue is burning" spicy, but they're like heavily spiced. Like there's a lot of exotic herbs and spices on the foods. And I know some people like their gut might not like that, but yeah, it's one of those things. Just go and try it. It's not gonna kill you. Just go and give an Indian buffet a try, you guys. I promise you. If you don't like it, well, at least you stepped out of your own shell and you went and gave another culture's food a try. It's not gonna be the end of the world if you guys don't like the food. I've tried clams, I've tried oysters, and I don't like neither one of those. But I still tried it, right? That's good, Melinda. Yeah, go give it a try. Oh, really? There's no Indian restaurants? What you can do, Steam, is I'm sure you can find a wonderful YouTube video on a specific Indian dish that you may be interested in trying. So I would encourage you to go on YouTube, search, or maybe even Google Images and go search up some Indian dishes. Find one that intrigues you, find one that, sparks your interest. Go on YouTube and go watch a tutorial on how to make it. I think that would be very good for you. Food coma everywhere. Yeah. No, the South definitely love their meat, that's for sure. But I love Southern hospitality. Like their hospitality, I've been told there's nothing like Southern hospitality. And they know how to party too. So I would love to go to the South and party with you guys. What's wrong with your phone, Chrissy? Oh, Tiger's leaving? Bye, Tiger. Thank you so much for stopping by. You've had homemade Indian food and you loved it? Yeah, you see? The thing about making something homemade is, say for instance, there's an Indian dish you like, but you just don't like how certain Indian restaurants prepare it, right? Well, you could, like, let's say if there's that one ingredient that you don't like, make it at home and don't include that ingredient. Sometimes what I will do is, I'll go to my Indian buffet, like the restaurant that I personally like, right? And I'll get the buffet takeout. So they'll give you just like a tray, like a one-time tray where you'll like fill it up with whatever foods you like, and then you go home and take it. Well, I'll make the rice at home because the rice I make in my rice cooker, I like it a little better than the rice that they cook at the Indian buffet. And then for all the other stuff, I'll just fill it up with like meats and all sorts of vegetables and all that stuff. So when it comes to my takeout tray, like the one portion of the takeout tray isn't filled with rice because I already have rice at home waiting for me. So that's a little life hack that you guys can do if you guys don't want to stay at the restaurant. You just want to get the buffet takeout. Make the rice at home because the rice at home is more or less the same as the rice they have at the restaurant. So make the rice at home, and if you get the buffet takeout, then you can fill up your takeout tray with all sorts of other goodies. Then the rice won't be taking up a slot on the takeout tray, if that makes sense. Yeah. If you have some Indian friends, yeah, you can always ask them. Southern hospitality, exactly, Trish. You have Southern genetics? What are Southern genetics, Melinda? Are Southern genetics good? I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious to know what Southern genetics are. Aw, Franny, you're a sweetheart, you know that? Thank you. I'm literally sitting in my car and just watching you guys talk. It's like the most relaxing thing. Even though I probably should get to Walmart and get that shirataki rice I was talking to you guys about. and I should probably go home and cook because it's probably gonna take me at least an hour to cook. I have chicken to put in the oven. I have a drive to make to Walmart and drive back home. And I'm really, really hungry. I've been streaming for over an hour now. Chinese buffets. That does sound very nice. I see. Newfoundland genetics and Southern genetics are the same? I see, okay. I like that. I definitely like that. With a little bit of naughtiness in there. Yeah, I will be ending the stream here, Trish, thank you. You can charm the you do right off the honey. What? I just love reading your guys' chat. I love interacting with you guys. That's why even if I'm hungry, I'm like, you know what? I can probably give them another 5, 10 minutes to to get all their chatter out. But the good thing is, most of you guys at least are all part of the Patreon group chat. And if there's anyone here that isn't part of the Patreon group chat, and if you guys love talking to these ladies, which I know I do, and I don't blame you for loving talking to all these ladies. You can do so by joining the Patreon, and you'll be instantly added into the Patreon group chat. So, if you don't know how to find my Patreon, it's not that difficult. Just go on my channel, go into the bio, and all the links to all my socials and the Patreon will be there. So, I don't blame any of you guys for wanting to talk to these ladies. I can't get enough of them personally. I talk to them every single day, and every single time I talk to any one of them, it's like the first day I spoke to them all over again. Like, I still get those butterflies, I still get that, like, ooey gooey feeling, if you know what I mean. They're you guys are all good times. Yes, the villainesses. I love every single one of you. But with that being said, guys, thank you for everyone that came and joined the stream. Thank you to the villainesses. And yeah, we will do this again. And I will try to plan something out for the Indian buffet. I can either do it tomorrow or I can do it another time. Don't quote me on it and don't count on a Indian buffet stream for tomorrow, but it is something I can do. It is a Friday, and yeah, we could definitely do something like that. But I don't know 100% if I'm going to do it, but we just might do an Indian buffet stream tomorrow. Sleep in fear. Don't quote me on it and don't expect it. 50-50, give or take, we might do an Indian buffet stream. So I don't want to hear any of this, oh, but you promised us this, that, or the other. We will see. I'm going to be a responsible parent right now. I probably shouldn't be going out to a buffet, even though I ate so much food the night before, but we will see. I will tell you guys all that. We will see. I love you all. I truly do. You guys are like the best part of my day. Anytime I stream, it brings my day so much joy, so much pleasure. And I'm only human, guys. Not every day is gonna be a good day for me. Like not every day is gonna be a good day for some of you, right? I feel things, I have emotions, I have my ups and downs, I have my shortcomings. But one thing I will promise every single one of you in chat right now, when I open up stream, when I open up Patreon, or the group chat that I'm so privileged and so happy to be a part of. When I open up Instagram, when I open up anything and I see any of your guys' wonderful comments and just interact with any of you guys, it is an incredible, incredible feeling that it's just it's borderline impossible for me to explain it to you. I can sit here and I could ramble and say all the flattering words, but how I genuinely feel is, is something that it's like, extremely difficult for me to really describe. Who needs to get blocked, you guys? Oh, James, Elgum? Okay, he's spamming in chat. James, my friend, please, please don't spam in chat. Okay, he's continuing, so we will block him. Okay, James is, blocked, but yeah. Thank you guys for everything. The support is absolutely amazing. I'm, like, running out of energy. I'm, like, stuttering my words, but I love you all. Thank you so much for everyone that came out to the stream. It's always a good time. It's always a pleasure for me to stream for you guys, and, yeah, sleep in fear. Tomorrow, there may be, maybe not, an Indian buffet stream. Okay, I will ask one more question. Would you guys like it if it was just me on the stream at the Indian buffet, or would you guys like it if I brought maybe a friend, or it doesn't really matter? That's the last question I'll ask you guys, and then I'll let you guys go. Would you guys just like it to be me on the stream, at the Indian buffet stream if we did do one tomorrow, or maybe a friend there with me? What's up to me? Okay. Okay, alright. Well, I don't have too many friends, you guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with all of you. All of you guys are my friends. You guys are, like, pretty much my only friends. Like, I have 2 or 3 really close friends that I've known ever since I was a child, and obviously they have their own lives that they're busy with work and stuff, so I can't bother them always, but, yeah, I really don't have a whole lot of friends. That's why I stream, that's why I'm on social media, and that's why I talk to you guys. You guys are genuinely my friends. So I wish I could just take all of you guys with me and not even stream because we'd just be there eating and we'd just be talking, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, I can't do that. I have to stay on stream and talk to you guys. You guys will just have to watch me eat all the delicious food, and, yeah, I'll try to not get too much delicious Indian food all over my, my beard and my face. I do have friends, Sarah, like I said, I have all of you. You guys are everything to me. Okay, so this is where we're gonna end it off, guys. Because if I don't end it off here, Walmart's gonna close, and I'm not gonna be able to make my dinner tonight. Love you all. Thank you so much for stopping by again. I know I've probably said it like 3 or 4 times now. Love you all. Be good. Be kind to one another. Bring a smile on someone's face, and just be good all around. Love you guys, and we'll see you guys on the next one.